नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानांजनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। देहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सकगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सकगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वर परमः कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादिरादिर गोविंद सर्व कारण कारणम। ओम तत्सत। हरे कृष्ण। By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Shri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the purest and topmost knowledge, Pavitram Idam Uttamam. By Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the three divisions of faith. So Krishna is teaching here in this chapter very clearly about Yajna, Dana, Tapa, Karma in the three modes of material nature. And when we study and understand this chapter fully, we also very clearly understand that we have to do that eternal supreme person. Om Tat Sat. So that is the eternal. That is Tat, that Om that is eternal. Om Tat Sat. So that way we need to understand the difference between Sat and Asat, and all our activities should be done, everything for Krishna's satisfaction. We, in our previous life, definitely we worked very hard and earned a lot of money, a lot of assets, wealth and everything in a different planet. If we gave everything to Krishna and completely surrendered unto Krishna fully, if we did not have any attachment, then we won't be getting another material. Now we got this life again in this material world. So that showed very clearly that we have not given up our attachments fully. So now Krishna has given us again an opportunity to prove that we don't have any attachment to anything in this material world. So this is an opportunity for us to prove. We have to elevate ourselves to that Brahman level. Then only we can go to Golok. That we have studied so many times. We have understood very clearly about that. There is no doubt about it. So we have to do everything with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Then only we will be able to go to Goloka. Because Bhagavad Gita purifies ourselves. Nahi jnanena sadarsam pavitram iha vidyate. Tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaga kalenatmani vindati. So there is nothing else in this world which is purer than this Bhagavad Gita. So that way, we have to purify ourselves with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So we have got that opportunity so that we won't again get another material body. Because with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we understand, we are able to see that this birth in this material world itself is a symptom of our suffering. So everything in this material world, there is no achievements at all. There is no point in ourselves being happy about we achieved something. Maybe we got some good job or good education or good family or whatnot. There is no point in being ourselves happy or proud about all such achievements. Because in this material world, everything is ups and downs. It's not smooth at all. Matra sparsastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkadaga. Agama apayino anityas. That's what is very important. It comes and goes. Agama apayino. And it is anitya. It is flickering. It's not steady. Distress is also not steady. Of course, this is a world which is full of distress only. It is a dukkhalayam. But our materially, our sense enjoyment wise, there is some so-called happiness. There is flickering happiness. But that itself is actually the source of our stress only. So, even in that matra sparsastu kaunteya sitoshna sukha dukkha daga. So, this sukha and dukkha is like winter and summer seasons. It comes and goes. But even in that, the so-called sukha, what we are trying to experience in this material world with the material sense objects, it is actually not sukha. It's not happiness. It's a false feeling that we are happy, we are enjoying. That is simply forgetting our real situation. So that gives us happiness. That's a kind of material happiness. Forgetting that our life will come to an end. Our life is temporary and we are in a miserable place. So simply not remembering, not realizing that and trying to enjoy material sense objects. So that is not real happiness at all. Everyone in the past who thought that they enjoyed, they all died, they left everything. Everyone in the past who thought that they are rulers or they are rich persons or they owned a lot of assets and all such things, and they're not here to climb. They're not here to climb at all. Same thing, we won't be here. We think that today this is mine, that is mine and all such things, but we won't be here to climb them. So that's what we need to understand. We need to give up all the attachments. How are you going to do that? Maya is very powerful. Maya knows, even if we have some attachment in our mind, even internally, if we have some desires, then Maya knows it immediately. We cannot hide anything from Maya. So immediately we will come under the control of a particular mode of nature, depending upon what kind of attachments we have. If you don't have any attachment on anything, if we have attachment only on Krishna, if we don't care about anything in this material world, that also Maya will know. And once Maya knows that we don't have any attachment in this material world, then it won't bother us. It won't force us to commit sins. That's what we need to understand. Because we are forced to commit sins. Without our willingness, we are forced to commit sins. Atakena prayuktoyam papam charati purushaka. That's what papam charati purushaka means. By what one is forced to commit sins unwillingly, as if engaged by force. Anichana pivarshaya baladiva niyojita. Anichan balad. So unwillingly and by force. So we don't want to commit sins, but we are forced to commit sins. So what is forcing that? That's what Arjuna asked. Very, very, very important question. That is simply kama and krodha, which is born from the mode of passion. Rajoguna samudbhava. Kamesha krodhesha rajoguna samudbhava. So Krishna immediately gave us the answer. That is only kama and krodha. Because of that only we are forced to commit sins. Now, how can we get ourselves freed from kama and krodha? Eteki vimuktaka kaunteya tamodvare tribi naraga acharite atmana shreyas tato yati param. How can we do that? We can get freed from kama and krodha only if we get this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, understand this Bhagavad Gita fully, and develop an attachment to Krishna, develop a love towards Krishna, and dedicate our life unto Krishna, and do everything for Krishna, and simply surrender unto Krishna. So that is the only way we can get freed from kama and krodha. There is no other way. Only by rendering devotional service unto Krishna, only by loving and doing everything for Krishna's satisfaction, that is the only way we can get freed from kama and krodha. Kama krodha vimuktanam yatinam yatachetasam avito brahma nirvanam vartate vijitatmana. So we need to first of all control our mind. In order to get freed from kama and krodha, our mind should be under our control. Vijitatmana. Vartate vijitatmana. The only way we can control our mind is by focusing our mind on Krishna 24/7. In all circumstances, our mind should be only remembering Krishna. Do everything only for Krishna. That's what is very important. So Bhagavad Gita gives us that knowledge. Bhagavad Gita makes us to go to Goloka, gives us this knowledge, and it will make us to surrender unto Krishna. So we can control our mind, we can focus our mind on Krishna, we can do everything for Krishna only with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we are getting that knowledge. Because in order to control our mind, we have to practice. That's what Krishna is teaching us. Krishna himself said very clearly when Arjuna told, it's very difficult to control the mind because mind is also very strong. Kama and Krodha also very strong. And mind is also very strong. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna pramadi balavat kritam. It's very obstinate. We can control and make our mind as our best friend only by chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. That practice is very, very important. That practice means practicing the way Krishna taught us. That's what is very important. Krishna has taught us very clearly, step-by-step procedure. Everything is very, very clear. We have to follow that. How to sit, where to sit, what to do, how to keep our body in the straight, and everything Krishna said. If you don't do that, practice, so that's what he said in the 6th chapter. And afterwards, only Arjuna said that it's very difficult to follow, very difficult to control. But Krishna asked him to practice that. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena chakriyate. So what is that abhyasena? What is that practice? That practice of identifying a very sacred place at home and then making it very clean and making our seating in such a way it's neither too high nor too low and sitting straight and our body, neck and head, everything should be on the straight line and don't look at any other directions and simply focus our mind on Krishna. So that is the practice. So Krishna already taught us. That's what we should do. If that practice we should do very nicely, very, very regularly, then there is no issue. So then we will be able to control our mind. So in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is giving us all the knowledge we need. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, now we are successfully studying in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the three divisions of faith. We already understood about the ahara in the mode of, there is food in the mode of three modes of material nature. And we also studied about the yajna in the three modes of material nature. And we also studied that there are three types of tapa, that is the austerity of the body, then speech, and then mind. And we understood about the tapa, the austerity also in the three modes of material nature. And now we already we studied about the dana, the charity in the mode of goodness. So, in the 19th sloka, 17th chapter, Krishna is teaching us that Mudagrahena Atmano Yat Pidaya Kriyate Tapaha Parasyot Sadhanartham Va Tatamasam Mudakritam. So that tapa in the done very foolishly. So torturing one's own self or torturing others, like for the destroying others. So pidaya, atmanu, grahena atmanu, pidaya. So torturing oneself. Or paras utsadhanartham, parasya. So for the sake of annihilating others. So destroying others. So that kind of tapa, the charity is in the mode of ignorance. Penance performed out of foolishness with self-torture to destroy or injure others is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Then the next sloka, what we studied, Dathavyam iti yaddanam diyate anupakarine deshe kale cha patre cha Taddanam satvikam smrutham. So the charity which is worth giving, datavyam, and which is given without expecting anything in return, diyate anupakarini. And it is given at the right time, deshe, at the right place, deshe, and at the right time, kali, to the right person, patre. So that kind of charity is in the mode of goodness. Charity given out of duty without expectation of return at the proper time and place and to a worthy person is considered to be in the mode of goodness. Now today we are studying charity in the mode of patience. Yattu pratyupakarartham palam uddisya va punaha diyate cha pariklishtam taddanam rajasam smrutham. So their charity which is given expecting in return, prati upakarartham. So getting something in return, giving that is expecting the results, palam uddisya va. So again, expecting the results, giving charity and expecting the results. Charity means we should not be expecting anything in return. That's what is called charity. So diyate pariklishtam. So giving it very grudgingly. So diyate cha pariklishtam. So that kind of charity is in the mode of patient, rajogun. But charity performed with the expectation of some return or with a desire for fruitive results and in a grudging mood is said to be charity in the mode of patience. By Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the 21st sloka in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Gadadhara Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrindavan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama 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 Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. I have to join another meeting now, so we will not be able to do one more round of chanting and question answer session today, only for today only, because I started late today. So hopefully tomorrow we can start on time, and then there should not be any problem. We will discuss question answers. Hare Krishna.